How to use Kinesio tape to improve exercise. I'm Dr. Michael Leake, certified Kinesio taping instructor, joining you today in Gran Canaria, in the beautiful Spanish islands of Africa, on Christmas Day. So, very Merry Christmas to every one of you. But firstly, yes, the answer to actually how Kinesio tape can actually improve exercise may actually surprise you, because we already know that Kinesio tape being put on the ban list on the Olympic Committee as performance enhancing. But the question is, does it actually improve exercise? I mean, in terms of the philosophy from Dr. Kinesio himself, he has used it to make physiological changes. So when we look at physiology, it means it's making a change to the body. The body's had to respond to the stimulus of the tape. So in terms of how does it improve exercise, well, let's think of it this way. It really depends on what someone would like to do when they look at improving exercise. First thing is this. Is it going to improve their rehabilitation? If it's rehabilitation, of course, we can actually put Kinesio tape on low tension in a web, and that, of course, can actually apply a lot of lifting, because one of Dr. Kinesio's inventions of the Kinesio tape is to create space. And when there's more space, there's an improvement of fluid dynamics. That includes the nutrition, the blood, the water, the lymph system, everything just moves better, because remember, our bodies function and survive better when things are moving. When things are not moving, that's when we get diseases, we get compressions, we get pains, we get all these different things that actually causes our system to break down. So first thing is that yes, we can improve rehabilitation through actually creating space by bringing a lot of nutrition, and of course then someone can actually heal and improve their function a lot better with Kinesio tape itself. The second thing is, if we need to improve proprioception. One of the things that Dr. Kinesio teaches about applying the Kinesio tape is, when we put it on high tension, it's not there to actually restrict movement like athletic tape. It's actually there to apply proprioceptive input. And the proprioceptive input is there to actually allow the body to use its receptors to respond to the tension of the tape and then get the right muscles working. It's not there to create any rigidity to a joint like athletic tape is to restrict movement. It's there to still allow normal movement, but essentially to improve proprioception, so the brain can actually then fire the right muscles at the right timing. The third thing it actually can do here is, when we're looking at improve exercises, whenever we speak to patients and they're saying, oh, I've always got look, there's a rooster. So we're talking about when there's when they're feeling they've got tight muscles, or they find that they need a massage or soft tissue therapy. The fact is that when somebody's bracing, the chances are it's hypertonic, and this is one thing that's not commonly taught in musculoskeletal medicine, is the neurological aspect. We always think of the nerves as, oh yeah, this nerve goes from this area, the origin, and goes down this route down the legs or the arms, and it supplies whatever muscles and organs, but it doesn't actually tell us the effect of what signal is being sent. Because, sometimes a muscle can be bracing, but the question is, why is it bracing? Usually it's bracing because it's protecting something else. Something else isn't working in the system. So we can actually, if we're going to tape something that's hypertonic, so if someone's bracing, so the ones that are bracing, they don't have the ability to switch off, essentially. They're always on, they're going to cramp, they get injured, they get stiff all the time, because they're always on. Where you have the opposite, the hypotonic, they're the ones that just never fire. But essentially the hyper are always doing the job of the hypo. When we put Kinesio tape on, we don't just tape the hyper, we actually tape the hypo first, and once we tape the hypo has no reason to be hyper anymore. I hope that makes sense, because there's common myth in musculoskeletal medicine is, oh, when something's tight we need to completely batter it and release it and that, but actually we're not actually asking the question, why is it tight? Why is it always on? Why is it hypertonic? Because at the end of the day, every time somebody gets treated, stretched, manipulated, massaged, how soon does it get tight again? Straight away, because the brain still needs to switch it on to look after the muscles that are hypotonic, that are not working. So always think of it in the big picture, why things are happening that way. But these are one of the things that we can do. We can, of course, tape the ones that are not working, so hypo, and facilitate them to get working, but then also tape the ones that are hyper to calm them down and inhibit those movements, just so that we can optimize movement and muscle timing as well. Because remember, strength is important, but timing is more important, because if everyone's always bracing, the whole body's like hypertonic, they're going to be moving around like a tin man anyway. They're actually fighting it themselves. Everything's going to be restrictive, and that's what causes osteoarthritis, arthritic changes, joint changes. Because if you think of a joint like this, and it's got a muscle on the front and the back that are bracing, guess what's going to happen? It's going to drive them together, and it's going to rub. That's what happens. That's what arthritis is due to, poor muscle timing. It's not due to age, so you can't do anything about age, because if it was age, then the whole body would degenerate at the same time. It's also it's mainly due to overload. And the question is, why is it overload? Because it's usually one particular joint. But I'm digressing a little bit here, because we actually, not only can we find out the causes, and this is why kinesiotaping is one of those amazing adjuncts here and modalities that can help so many people improve their function. So I hope that you found this live helpful, where we're checking in on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, or even YouTube. Thank you for joining me on Christmas Day, and if you are interested in our next live event, where we will be looking at the causes, and these are the things that other courses won't be teaching, because we always look at lots of different courses, particularly kinesiotaping courses, and we see how watered down they become, especially when it comes from the original, which is from Dr. Kinesio, the inventor. And I'm always believe, if you're going to learn something and you're going to spend time doing it, make sure you learn it well and you learn from the best and learn from the inventor, because Dr. Kinesio and his team at Kinesio International have got over 50 years of research in terms of finding out exactly what improves patient outcomes and with what application as well. And like I said, nothing's watered down, it comes straight from the source. But we are doing a Kinesio Fundamentals live training early next year. If you're interested in that and you'd like to learn, especially to become one of the expert kinesiotaping practitioners, and you'll be, I always say, when we teach students that complete the course, on a bad day you'll still be 99% better than everyone else who've learned kinesiotaping on other courses, just because you've learned from the best, from the inventor themselves. But if you're interested in actually learning the kinesiotaping fundamentals and then becoming a certified instructor, so you have the rubber stamp from the inventor himself and say, look, you've hit this standard, put me in a chat and one of our advisors will come and contact you to let you know when our next one is. But also, more importantly, is some extra bonuses that have over a value, free bonuses at a value over £100, £1,000, that will help you learn and actually improve your skills as well. So thank you so much for joining me today, and on that, I wish you an incredible festive season and Merry Christmas here from Kinesio GB. Have a great day with loved ones, friends and families, and I'll see you on Christmas Day. Not Christmas Day, New Year's Day. Bye for now.